We are seated here today with Bwana Eric Waweru. Eric is our manager in the business development department. He is quite well versed with this new CRSP thing that KRA wamekuja nayo. So tunataka kuongea kuhusu hiyo maneno ndio wewe ujue vile itakuwa hapo mbeleni when you go to buy your locally used car or when you want to import that car, ukue with all the information that you need. So let's dive right into this. Mambo Eric.
Poa sana JB. Yes.
Uko fiti?
Mimi niko fiti.
Okay, sasa what's this new CRSP thing everyone is talking about?
Sasa my friend, hii mambo ya CRSP. First of all, CRSP means the current retail selling price. Basically that's how KRA that's the formula KRA uses to compute your taxes. Of course, when you import cars, there's a series of taxes that you pay. You know, there's import tax, there's VAT, all that. So all that relates to CRSP. Now, it's important you know how that's going to affect you wherever you are, either as a first-time buyer or you're looking to upgrade your car, or basically you just want to be informed.
Inaka hii maneno si mzuri. It looks like maneno itakuwa expensive.
Mambo inaenda kuchemka.
So with the CRSP, the government, this is the first update since 2019.
Yeah.
And it's not exactly in the buyer's favor. KRA has raised the exchange rate of the Kenyan shilling to the US dollar from 100 to 130 shillings.
Yes.
Which has added more cars to the list and updated the values of import taxes and all these other taxes that you need to pay for certain models. So Eric, this looks like it's going to be really bad.
Yes.
How bad is it? Quantify for us.
I think, yes, things are about to get real tough, real expensive. And I'll just give a few examples so that we kind of understand what we're talking about, right? So let's take example of a very common hatchback, like a Mazda Demio, which is very common. People like the Mazda Demio because it's affordable, right? Compared to the lights. Na ni fuel efficient. But ukiangalia hata bei kulingana na like gari kama Vitz, watu walikuwa wanaipenda juu ya bei, right? It gives you value, but also it's very affordable. So the CRSP that you're supposed to pay, the tax you're supposed to pay in Demio currently is around 260. That jumps to almost 600,000.
Aye, double.
Double. It's 100% increase.
Na hii ni tax tu.
Hii ni tax. Hatujaongelea mambo ya shipping, hauja negotiate na mtu wako wa Japan, hiyo ni tax.
So this looks like it's going to affect many people.
Yes.
I'm wondering, does anyone benefit from it? Ama it's just pain all around?
So, of course, I mean, if you ask KRA will tell you the reason they are doing this is to increase transparency. But I think in real sense, KRA is saying we are watching you buying these cars and we want a bigger share of the tax. So I guess from that sense, KRA will collect more. When you're looking at the consumer, it's hard to see how the consumer benefits from this because, of course, the dealer has to cover repair costs, which means they have to increase the prices. So you can expect the price of Demio, for example, to jump from as low as 1.3 million shillings right now to as high as maybe 1.8, 1.9 million shillings. Yeah, I think KRA is looking at the trends. If you look at the trend of CRSP over the years, they usually target the most common bought cars. So they will look at high traffic areas. Of course, Kenyans have been buying Mazda, and it's not really like just Demio, but even if you look at CX5,
yes.
pia hizo zimepanda, right? Hizo zote. So you can, across all the popular cars, prices in increase.
For local buyers and dealers for sure watapandisha bei.
Of course.
Juu sasa less profit, they'll make less profit unless they increase their prices.
Correct.
And for you, the buyer, this means higher prices and more drama when you're going to buy that car. Sasa how can pitch cars help?
I think you have now, when prices go high, you have to look local, right?
Yes.
You have to look at what's here, because those are the cars that are not going to be affected by these taxes. So think local, and that's where pitch comes into the picture, right? You will expect local cars to adjust to the new markets, which means prices are going to be higher. However, you need to look at dealers that do due diligence on these cars. You just don't overpay for locally used cars. Now this is where quality really means a lot. So you go to dealers like Pitch Cars, where we do 288 point inspection. you ensure like you're getting value for money in the midst of rising car prices.
If I have a car unaniambia hii ndio the right time to sell ama?
Potentially.
Okay.
But you might need to think about that. So I'd sell now, upgrade before the new prices is rise. If you're a buyer, this is the right time, right? And especially before bei inaenda kupanda. So this is I'd say the month of June and maybe early July is the right moment for you to go to the market and find your next buyer. Exactly.
Buyers ndio inaonekana
wataumia.
Affected
yes.
with this new CRSP.
This is going to be a seller's market, meaning sellers are going to benefit more than buyers. So if you're a buyer, this is the right time for you to go into the market.
Okay.
Yes.
Na ndio hiyo sasa mumesikia. Hapa Pitch Cars, we can help you navigate this minefield like a boss.
Yes.
So reach out to us. You can visit our website pitchcars.co.ke. Ama unaweza tupigia simu 0709 726 900 or follow us on any of our social media platforms at Pitch Cars KE. Uweze kujua more information about this and other car related news.
Yes.
Asante sana Eric.
Asante sana JB.
Thank you for your time.
This was a nice chat.
Thank you.
Asante.